different live. Different live. So let some people join in. We're cooking. Me and Cam. He's got the spatula. Don't trust that man with the spatula. Let's see. I think it should be good to go. Let's see here. Let's see if people start joining in a second. All right, we're doing a different live, you guys. Different live, different live. We are grilling right now. We are grilling. Watching from Tijuana? Dang! Somebody watching from Tijuana. We got Cam here on the live. Spatula man. We got some burgers. Sheesh. Fire burgers. Dang. This is what we're eating. Get some good eating. Oh, my eyes. What's up, what's up, what's up? What's going on, guys? We're going to do a slightly different live today. Instead of in front of the computer, we're going to freestyle it. Freestyle it. How's everyone doing? Let's see some of the comments. Watching from Tijuana, what up? Robert says first. Michael says first. Everybody's first. Gonzalez Garage, what's good? Happy Friday. What up? Steve, anyone else here yet? Yep, I think there's a bunch of us here. What up? Like the build from Indiana. Thank you, Todd. Daniel says, what's up? What's up, Daniel? Bunta, yo, yo. What's going on? Lauren says, I'm hungry. Mighty Mouse says he's first, even though he's third. There was two other firsts. I'll take a burger if you have any extras. We got 4 and 2 people, so we good eating today.
That means there are no extras. I'm hungry.
Brian B says, can you give me a shout out? There you go. Shout out to Brian B. Diego says, Mexico in the house. Yep. I guess I'll be the first to. Save me one. There you go. So I'll show you guys what we're doing here. We got some food. We grilling. Grilling and chilling. Look at this. I'm watching the live on the live. Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse over here. Look. Look, we live on the live. We live on the live.
It's liveception.
Look at live on the live. Look.
Triple live.
He's going to get some pop-ups here. He's got some bits texting him. Watch. So ask away, you guys. We'll kind of do this live a little differently while we grill. They're looking pretty legit. If you guys haven't tried Stater Brothers burgers, you guys are missing out. Missing out. You're watching the flip. He's watching us flip burgers.
Get the flip.
So he keeps joking because last time I coin slotted the burger. Did I drop it on or did I flip it?
No, you flipped it.
It was cooked too, wasn't it?
It was perfectly cooked. You flipped it and it went down right here.
We couldn't get it. We were burger down.
You couldn't do it twice if you tried.
Burger down. Let's see. Michael says San Antonio, Texas in the house. What up, Texas? How much did the Hellcat motor cost? I made a video on it on my other channel about that, but it's not so much how much the motor costs, but everything costs 17. Well, that's like everything. You can get the motor for like 12, but you're missing a lot of stuff. And if you get a 12, it's a sketchy 12. It's a hot 12. It's about as hot as these burgers in this grill for 12. Looks fire. Enjoy Team Dakota. Yes, sir. Who won the catch can? I didn't announce the catch can winner yet. Yeah, there's a winner. There's a winner. We've been so busy working on everything today that I forgot to announce the winner. But we already picked the winner. I'll show you guys that. It was pretty legit. So he burnt his hand. He burnt his hand.
Sacrificed it all.
Yeah, he sacrificed his hands to take that shot, and he won the catch can. He even sent me a picture of his burnt hand, which wasn't so burnt, but it was burnt.
We trust.
Yeah, we trust. Who made them burgers? Where did you get them? Stater Bros. These are legit. Look at that. They got Look at that. Look at that jalapeno. Look at this. This is like food porn. Woo! Jalapeno burgers. These ones, look at that. Look at them juices. Look at that. Them juices. Look at this. This could be like the cooking channel. There's a river coming out of this one. Look. Dude, look on the
Anybody
camera.
tuning in right now is like, what the fuck?
Dude, look at this. This one is just juicing for days. All right, guys. No bad thoughts, all right?
Stop.
I know what you guys are thinking.
Stop it. It's a burger.
Burgers are wet. I don't know if Gordon Ramsay would approve of these burgers right now, but we're just. Man, this one's got a river.
You're not even supposed to flip burgers. You know what I mean?
You're not even supposed to juice burger. Look at it. It's got a swimming pool and a river.
Yeah, lazy river, swimming pool, there's a little diving board off the side.
Ooh. It is. Why is this one rivering so bad? Give that one a little poke. Maybe she's bloated.
It's blooming.
You're gonna squirt the camera. Watch out. No, give her a little help. Oh, there it is.
It's leaking.
Hit it with the corner a little.
Oh,
Ooh, that looks like a jelly-filled donut. Look at it. Oh my
Everybody watching
goodness.
right now is like, what are we doing? Friday night. Y'all are on Friday Night Live watching us juice burgers.
Man. Why is this one not juicing? Put this one in the back.
A little spice on it.
Yeah. She needs a little flavor. Yeah, guys, we're just grilling and chilling right now. Cam came by. We're working on the Dakota today. Got most of it done. No, we didn't. We got a lot of big things done on it.
The adult beverages. So let's talk about how adult our beverages are.
I know. Yeah, not so adult beverages. Let me see where I'm at in the comments.
No, they're very adult beverages. They're like 85 plus.
Look at Lalo writes, them burgers look like a WAP. I can't even say it. Can I say it? Maybe I can say it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can say that.
Pennsyltucky, where are the adult beverages? Brian says, are you married or anything? Always wondered. No, I just usually have a girlfriend. No marriage. Try the Tager Smoker. Tager Smoker? What's a Tager Smoker?
Oh, Traeger? You talking about Traegers?
You'll never look back.
Traegers are legit. My neighbor just bought a Traeger. I've been on the fence. I'm like I actually like slow cook and smoke my stuff like
Slow
traditional.
coke.
Slow cook. Yeah, slow cooking.
That one's on fire.
Smoking them.
Fix that one, it's on fire.
But those Traegers are legit. It's not on fire.
Getting too close to the flame in my... Oh, okay, let's leave it. Let's look. In case anybody missed it, the food porn, we got rivers. Ooh! Ooh! My phone's gonna burn. Look at that.
What, Steve Bragg?
Look at that one.
I don't know how you can't work on that truck day and night to knock it out.
That one's got a volcano.
Steve, let me tell you, John works on this thing day and night. He just doesn't post about it all the time.
Day and then night.
Dude is in that garage all the time.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but we're getting close. We're getting real close. I had Cam help me out with some of the, what do you call those things? Like some things that are a little bit more intense. It wasn't even that bad. All the stuff we were working on today. It's just like
the little weird stuff you gotta like really think about and plan out.
Yeah, no, there's like some stuff that I was explaining to Cam, like I can get it done, but I have to stare at it a little bit longer to come up with the proper solution that you guys all think it just magically fits together. Yeah. Ooh, it's like it was meant to be. Yeah, that was the intention,
Yeah,
but
it all fits
it
perfect.
really wasn't magically just put together. So yeah, there's some
super glue and bubble gum.
pretty much. She's gonna fall apart first corner. But yeah, no, just getting some of that stuff squared away. But yeah, so I guess I'll let you guys know what we did. So you guys are gonna I should be able to get you a Hellcoda video tomorrow, probably around noonish my time, Pacific Standard Time. What we ended up installing was we got all the steering. Jeez.
It's a spicy meatball.
We eating burnt food, boys. It's got NOS on the grill. Look at that. Yeesh. Yeah, so we got the steering sorted out. I ended up getting the I had to make a bushing, a custom bushing to go through the firewall, so I got that made. All right over there?
These juicy ass burgers, man.
So I made a bushing for the firewall, got that sorted out. Ended up making a intermediate shaft, a custom one. So right now, the steering column is connected to the steering wheel. So right now, if you turn the Hellcat steering wheel, the wheels on the truck turn, which is kind of a small deal, but kind of a big deal. Like the fact that actually is connected now is pretty cool. And then, what was the other thing we did again? I got that done. So I had to weld together. Yeah, I had to weld together the intermediate shaft, and then once I did that, the brake pedal that we already modified was getting into the steering column a little bit. So what we ended up doing was, well, you guys will see in the video. I don't want to spoil the video, but we ended up modifying that, getting that to work. And then we just finished working on the positive cable that's going to be running to the battery in the back. And we took Martin Sain's advice. I don't know if you guys know Martin Sain. He builds like a bunch of performance transmissions. I think he's out in like Riverside, but he commented on the last video to, what do you call that thing that we did? I don't even know what it's called. Anyways, it's like a wedge. We took like a pipe, wedge cut it, and then we like recessed it in the frame so that our positive cable could come up on like a nice slope and like support so it doesn't like chafe the wire. And ran the positive cable through the fender, kind of did like a mini wire tuck, not really much wire tuck, but ran it through the fender. We're gonna mount that post. That's quite a lot for one video. What do you think? Should I just post that video?
Yeah, we can leave it at the wireless.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll probably pretty much just gotta mount that little red thing. And then...
Yeah, mount the little red thing. Then you got the power going from the front box all the way to the back of the truck.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll have the power lead running all the way to the back. That one looks done.
Yeah.
We need a plate. Let's get a plate. Here, I'll take you for a house tour. It's not much of a house tour, but this is the California house, you guys. I don't think you guys have seen much of this. Let's see. So we'd be moving out of California. This is the kitchen area. Big ass table. We're out here. We got smoke under here. Oh, is that you? Is that all your burgers you're eating?
What's that mean?
Send it. Send it.
Ooh, spicy.
Robert says dump some beer on the burgers. It's good.
Is that other ones?
So which one? That one's definitely the pepper one.
Do
you know which?
These two are from the right. These two are from the left.
That one's a pepper one? Oh yeah, it's got some chili pepper on it. Look at that. Chili peppers. Are we doing anything with buns for a second? Warm them up. Look at that, boys. We got some burgers. And the potatoes. Edgar hit us with $5. Let's see what Edgar's saying. My man, what are you making? Let me bring some carne asada, bro. While I'm at it, I'm gonna bring cold ones too. Why not? Just kidding. Hope you're doing okay. Thank you, sir. I know, right? We're not really partying too hard, are we? Nah, we were working on stuff, so we didn't really get too much partying in. But appreciate it, Edgar. Carne asada is bomb. That's my go-to. That's my go-to. That's why I've been eating a lot of that carne asada.
Go down.
Whatever. I ain't picky. So thank you, Edgar. Appreciate it, man. We'll definitely put that $5 towards some food over here. Daniel says John sleeps in the Dakota at times.
You know, I haven't seen it, but I believe it.
Yeah, it's not completely. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. You're probably not wrong.
Let's see what else. Steve says, I don't know how you can't work on that truck day and night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we already went over that one. I mean, we're getting close. It's not completely up to me because sometimes there's, there's stuff that I'm waiting for parts on, too. Lawrence, I don't even know how you did that. Look, he's got like a fox laughing.
Oh, laughing fox?
Lawrence, you got some moves over here. I don't even know how you did that, but thank you for the $5, sir. I appreciate it. Look at this. We got buns on buns. Buns on buns. I guess we need another plate. Let's get a plate. We're back inside, guys. Back inside. So that's what it looks like in here. You guys haven't seen too much of the inside of this place. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see a house tour. House tour of the boosted facility before we finally get out of here. Edgar says, I'll hit you with another 5. I can make you tacos de fajita, tacos de barbacoa, tacos de trompa, tacos de carnitas, whatever you want, bro. Damn, this guy's got all the food.
Edgar, get out of here, man.
I know. Edgar's putting our little burgers to shame over here. He's the grill master.
Everybody needs to weigh in on where you need to move.
Oh, yeah. Let's weigh in on where I should move. Where should we move?
Where's the Boosted HQ gotta go, guys?
Yeah, this is Boosted headquarters right now, you guys. This is it. We out back on the patio. But we don't know where to go. We lost. We lost. Oh, you didn't even put the cheese in your burger. What happened? What? Where are you from?
It's monster cheese, man. It's gonna melt in like 3 seconds.
Let me see. Ooh, I kind of want some of that. Put that on mine too. I changed my mind. I'm cheesing today.
Yeah.
We cheesing.
It's a cheat meal anyway.
We cheesing. So thank you for the super chats, you guys. Oh, Edgar hit us with $2. Nah, bro, come on. I make a good burger too. Where are you at? I think, where is Edgar at? I think Edgar's in Texas, right?
Where you at? Is that the San Antonio, bro?
No, I feel like Edgar's from Texas. I'm pretty sure he's Texas. I think I remember. John sleeps in the Dakota. No, not yet. Maybe once it's finished, I might. Once we finish that interior, it might be nice enough to sleep in.
Find a new house after this.
Oh, I know. Yeah, if I sell this place and I can't find a new house, I might be sleeping in the Dakota. I'm poor. What's that movie? Help me, I'm poor.
What is that?
What's that? What's that? That's
Bridesmaids?
is it?
Yeah, she's on the plane. And
Yeah.
she's like, trying to make her come out of first class.
Oh man. Let's see. Jose says, how much did you sell your engine for? Previous setup? Wondering because I was the one that asked if you would raffle it. Yeah, I don't know. The whole raffle thing, I'd like to do the raffle thing, but there's so many legalities behind it. And especially living in California, it's like, if there's anywhere you don't want to do it, it's probably California.
I think it's illegal in California.
Yeah.
Or it gives you cancer. It's one of them.
Jeez!
It's California. They're going to put price 65 on everything, man.
This raffle could give you cancer.
It's proven by the state of California.
Dump some beer on the burgers. Clifton. So thank you again, Edgar, dropping them super chats.
Arlington, hell yeah.
Yeah, see, I wasn't wrong.
I used to live in Grapevine.
Oh, you were in the fancy parts.
Arlington's
You
nice.
fancy
Arlington's fancy.
drinking your wine from a big cup.
I'm an 85-year-old man. This is pomegranate juice.
Drinking his red wine.
Making my monster burgers.
Jeez. Damn, Edgar hitting the $2. Arlington, Texas, since 2003 to this day. So, what do you guys think? Should we move to Texas or Florida? I feel like I already know everyone's gonna say Texas because some reason this channel is all Texas. Everybody's from Texas on this channel.
Did you see my new flag? So guys, I live in the state of California, in Los Angeles, and I fly a 10-foot flag, Texas flag, on a 25-foot flagpole in front of my house.
Where's the pictures?
My neighbors don't like it.
Do they say anything?
Yeah.
What do they say?
One of them called me racist for having Texas.
You are racist.
Yeah, full on from Texas.
Look at the color of them buns. All right, I'm killing the grill. Grill is off. In we go. Straight to jail.
Straight to
All right, so continue. So one of them called you racist for having a Texas flag. You have to show. Where's your phone? Let's see this.
Let's see if I even have a picture.
So you guys are just tuning in. We doing a different live. We were working on the Dakota, and now we're eating. So I figured I would just go live for you guys and show you guys what's up. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of Florida in here, actually. There's a lot of Florida. Z-Boy, yo, what's up? What's up, Z-Boy? Lalo says, let's see the house tour. It's not that big, honestly. We can do a mini tour. You gonna put different rim setup with big meats on the Dakota to plant the power? We have 355s in the back of the Dakota right now, so we definitely have some meat back here, and not that meat, but we got meat. Get out of here! You're lying. You have a video. Go to your Instagram. I swear you had something flying there. I saw some sort of. You got something. I don't believe you. Let's see. Well, he looks for that. Let's get through some of these comments. Edgar says Texas. Yeah, Edgar definitely says Texas. I don't know. It's on the table. It's either it's going to be like DFW area or it's going to be Tampa area. I think one of the two. Jose says Florida. Jose, what area of Florida? Brian, what area of Florida? Steve says move to Canada. Nah, I lived there enough. I'm trying to switch it up. I lived there for 26 years in Canada. Kenneth says, get through Louisiana and we'll treat you to some good Cajun food. Yeah, that would be legit too. Richie, Florida. What part of Florida, Richie? Let's hear. Chad says, Texas is better, but I'm from North Carolina. All right, there's one more for Texas. Preston says, got to represent from Colorado. Yep. Tim says he's just north of you, San Francisco Bay Area. I was there a couple weeks ago, actually. Jose said I'm stationed in Cali, but looking to go to Florida next. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Richard says I'm from Calgary, Alberta. Love what you're doing with the Dakota. Thank you, sir.
I don't have the 10-footer, but
see, I knew that. Look at
the
this.
old Dodge, American flag.
Look at this. Let's zoom in. He's got a second gen up in that driveway.
A couple other toys inside.
You can't see there. Let me see. Let's get underneath that roof.
Does that work?
Does it turn? No, it doesn't. Oh, what? It is. Why does it feel like it worked?
Hold on.
Look at this. Do you have like an American anthem playing here or no? Look at this. See, this guy's in California. He's rocking the Texas flag.
Hell yeah. This house sits on sovereign Texas land as long as I'm there.
Jeez. Look at
I'm gonna
it.
stop it before you get to my street sign. Back that up a little bit.
Dang, everyone's gonna come in.
And I got the "Don't Tread on Me" flag.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter if your street sign's in there because everybody's from Texas.
You can Google wherever they are.
And not only that, but I don't think anybody really wants to be in California anymore. So I think I'm gonna try and come here. You hear that? You hear that? What do you say?
California? Garbage.
I zoomed in all on your face. It looks so serious. All right, let's see. Let's see what the comments are saying. Well, Cam makes his burger.
These are all mine.
Look at this guy. See? That's why Cam never comes over, because he eats all of my food.
I cooked for the chicken bouillon.
All right. Yeah, no, he stole those. That's too funny. Nathan says Texas. What part of Texas are you from, Nathan? Lamar. Hey, yo, what up, Lamar? DG says burgers. Yeah, these are legit burgers. Wow, why is it juicing? Juicing on the plate, juicing on the grill, just juicing for days. Look at these burgers, you guys. Who puts the cheese on top?
What? You put
Oh
the
my
cheese on the bottom?
Look at
What are you, Canadian?
Look at some, like, go in the live in the chat. Do you put the cheese on the top or the bottom?
Let it melt in, alright?
Bro, stop playing with your food.
I kind of wanted it to fall. It wouldn't fall. Wasn't working. But tell me, who puts their cheese? It won't let go.
Hold.
Ooh, it's dancing.
Get it.
Who puts their cheese on the top? Bro. Ah, finally let go. You're supposed to put the cheese on the bottom, son.
Bottom?
What is this rubber ass cheese you got? Let me see. There we go. That's how a burger's supposed to be made, right, boys? Boom! Cheese on the bottom, sauces on the top. Come on. Let's see. What do you guys say in the chat? Top. Okay, maybe I'm just weird.
Yeah, you're weird, man.
No, cheese is supposed to go on the bottom. That's so you taste the cheese. When you take a bite, the cheese on the bottom, and you taste the cheese. That's how it works.
Always top. DG.
That's what's up.
No, so this is what you do. You guys are here. I'll let you know a little trick. So you grill the cheese on the top of the burger when it's on the grill, so it doesn't stick to the grill, but But then when you put it on the burger, you put it upside down so the cheese is on the bottom. Right? That's how she goes, boys. That's how she goes. Cheese on top. You guys probably like it on top too. Anybody that says cheese on top is a guy on top. That's it. Take it all back. Cheese on the bottom.
I think top's winning here, man.
All right, fine. I'll lose the cheese battle. All right, let's see what you guys say in the comments. What? Hold on a second. What are you guys saying? Joseph says, or did you get the motor and trans and wiring harness? Yeah, all three. So I made a video about that on my other channel. Exactly what I got, where I got it, and how much I paid. So check out Boosted Motorsports 2 for that. Let me switch this around so Cam can eat his burger in peace.
You really want to watch me eat a burger. It's just weird.
All right, so Diego says, don't forget Mexico. That's true. Diego's up in Mexico. The real Mexico, or just where the Mexico races are? No, he says he's in Tijuana. He's in the real Mexico. Bro, come to Texas. So many cuz you can smoke down here. No, there's a lot of fast guys in Texas. Never mind. Never mind. We got the Kyle Tingles and the Jason Darias over there. We got a lot of fast stuff in Texas, but still, I'm still debating it, honestly. We'll see what happens. Jose says, Kissimmee, Tampa, Jacksonville. Yeah, I'm thinking the Tampa. Where's Kissimmee? It's way up north too, right?
Yeah, Kissimmee's all right.
Enrique with the 20 bucks. Yeah, Enrique's live in the chat. Thank you, sir. I love how the Hellcode has come along. Let's go. Yeah, so I'll probably give you guys a quick sneak. Should I give them a sneak peek or just wait till tomorrow? Nah, you guys have to wait till tomorrow. It'll only be tomorrow. You guys can wait till tomorrow. We got a bunch done on the Hellcode today, so I'll show you guys that tomorrow once I'm done editing. Dylan says, have you ever considered moving to Las Vegas? I've been to Las Vegas a bunch, but never really considered living there. Nothing wrong with it, just, I don't know. I always look at Vegas as like a place you go to like an event and then leave. I don't know why. That's always been the vibe that I got. I just felt like if you weren't like wasted running around, I didn't want to be there.
I don't know. I've been to Vegas like 20, 30 times. It's cool. It's just like living there, you gotta love doing Vegas stuff or like all the like more deserty outside stuff. It just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, like I don't know. I have a buddy that lives there and he doesn't, not that I know of, he doesn't do like the whole party scene, and definitely no party scene right now, but
No.
I don't know. I just don't like, so this is my thoughts on Vegas. There's a ton of homeless there, probably even worse than LA. And I just driving around the town, I just thought it was a little bit annoying. Like anytime you had to go to a restaurant or like go out for food, it was like, they were so, what's the word?
Aggressive.
No, like every single like fast food joint or restaurant or whatever had to be guarded to a certain extent against homeless. Like if you were to say you were going to go in and get like a burger and you had to use a restroom in the restaurant, you'd have to like get a token from the teller or like from the cashier just to go use the restroom and stuff. So I don't know. It just seemed like there's a lot of homeless issues over there. And just the fact like anywhere you go, any store, whatever, you're constantly being like somebody's trying to panhandle the whole time. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's cool to go to for like events and stuff. Like I go there for SEMA. Oh my God, is he have the Rona?
I got the Rona.
Are you
SEMA's cool, but then they shut down SEMA
Are
too,
you
right?
6 feet apart?
We're about 6 feet apart. It's not gonna sit with my super Rona.
That's it. Put your mask on. Yeah, no, SEMA's cool. I don't know if SEMA's going on this year.
They
Let's see.
killed it last year. They're supposed to do it this year.
They did a virtual SEMA, which is stupid. I don't think that even did it. Did anybody even? I didn't even watch it or do it or
See,
nothing.
that's the one thing I'll go to SEMA for. That and like CES and all the other stuff. But that's what screwed up too. So Vegas killed all of that stuff. And I had a like 4-night stay on the strip for SEMA and tickets. And they're like, nah, just kidding. We're not doing it this year. And didn't refund anything. Because Vegas is all about making the money. I don't blame them, but like, it's pretty crappy.
Did you put anything on your burger?
I got cheese. I got burger.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm an animal. All right, carnivore. Meat. This is the weirdest angle. I don't care.
Okay, see, I told you guys about cheese. Oh, look, somebody. What is this? Wait, hold on a second. That burger muncher looks like a cop. I thought he was talking about the cheese. Was it?
Say about me?
Well, no, because you have muncher cheese, or what's it called?
Munster?
Munster. I thought he was trying to say muncher.
And wait, am I the muncher? You call me a cop?
Yeah.
My name's Brian Spillner. Look me up.
Do you drive a Supra?
You owe me a 10-second car. Wait, if I'm a cop, call me Brian. Look at this bald, look, Vin Diesel looking guy over here.
I'm Dom then. Toretto. All right, let's get back to the comments.
It's like that fake Toretto that showed up.
Oh my God. What were we calling him again? Was it just fake Toretto?
I think we're just yelling Toretto at him across the parking lot.
No, somebody made a funny joke. They combined something together. We were rolling laughing. It wasn't fake Toretto. It was like they messed up his name. It was like
Doretto or something.
just like Dorito or something like something fake. I can't remember what it was, but it was funny. Whew. All right, everybody says cheese on top, except for there's one person. Chaz has cheese on top and bottom. Somebody else said cheese on bottom. I don't know. I guess we're over the cheese thing. Let's move on. Calgary, Alberta also. You gotta move here. Nah, dog. I ain't trying to go up north. I've been spoiled too much with nice weather year round, so I'm trying to stay with the nice weather. So southern, we're staying southern for sure. Where does it have a better DA, Texas or Florida? That's a good question. Probably Texas. Florida gets too muggy to have a good DA.
No. Florida gets a good DA.
Does it? Well, I mean, it's definitely. Oh my God! See, I dropped my phone.
Yeah, super Rona.
Rona.
It's a thing. We should fear it. No, the DA in Texas is okay because it's dry, but the altitude.
I'm gonna eat my food.
Like the actual altitude where you're at in a bunch of different places is not that great. Especially you go up to like West Texas on the high plains, not great. And then East Texas in the hills, also not great.
All right, I'm gonna
You
eat
go to
my burger.
Dallas, straight to jail.
Look, see, this is why you don't put cheese on the top. Boys, look. Ew.
Mine's freaking delicious.
Quit playing. No, but these burgers are actually bomb. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, whoever sick TV Whataburger's overrated, I agree. Lived in Texas a lot, and a bunch of you guys are gonna hate me. Whataburger is just as overrated as In-N-Out Burger is out here.
That's it. You're gonna cancel
I
culture.
cancel me.
You're getting
I don't care.
canceled.
Cancel me.
Canceled.
Whataburger is good at 2 o'clock in the morning if you're coming out of the clubs.
I just don't like the way
Then it's
people.
delicious.
I don't like the way people say it. Whataburger. I think the original name was made. What a burger. Like, what a burger. Like, it was so big, somebody had to say, what a burger.
Okay, the jalapeno one though?
Fire?
Yeah.
I told you. Do you have Stater Brothers out by you?
Yeah.
You must, right? You never get burgers from there?
I don't get burgers from anywhere, man.
Well, you got burgers
Chicken,
from here.
fish. I eat straight garbage.
And wine.
Yeah.
And a glass of wine.
I'm a cop.
He is a cop.
Yeah, I got you.
He copped that burger and stole those chicken boulons.
82-cent chicken cubes.
All right, guys. So, let's hear the reasons. Florida or Texas? What are the pros and cons of each? I think I'm gonna get sick, bro. Look at this burger. It's pink.
What? Mine's not pink.
Look at this. Look, Chef Boyardee made me a pink ass burger.
It's not pink.
All right, I'll eat it.
They were juicing.
Pros and cons of Texas and Florida. Go. What's that one saying? Oh, somebody from California. Let's hear the pros and cons.
Let's see. I just saw the burger muncher looks like a cop. Oh, come on, DG. I thought we were friends.
John, honestly, I'll go Texas, even with the safety inspections.
Yeah, that's a big one, man.
That is a big one, though. That's the problem.
See, but I've never had to have any of my. I'm gonna register all my stuff in Texas, and I've never had to have anything inspected. So
That's because you're a cop.
I'm gonna think of my cop. Fuck it, let's run with it. I'm a cop.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I need a napkin. There's juice all over my hand over here.
You make that burger for a cop? What does that mean? Don't spit in that cop's burger?
Yeah, the inspections are a pain in the ass. That's the thing. So think about it this way. If you had one car, one truck, whatever, I don't think it would be that bad. But I'm not trying to brag, but having this many vehicles and having to do that every year sounds like a pain in the ass.
It's a giant pain in the ass. I had
Like-
4 and it sucked.
Every year, that's like a, not a full-time job, I'm exaggerating, but still a pain in the ass.
It's not.
It's like every
kinda
year
chill.
I gotta go for, I guess like a brake and light inspection, right? What else they check?
It depends on your county. Some counties require emissions.
Well, that's not, so, but there's 2 inspections. So there's the brake, and there's the inspection to get your sticker. And then every other year, every 2 years, you need your smog. Based on the county. If you live anywhere close to the city, and I'm not trying to live out in the boondocks again.
Yeah. Every county I've ever lived in had smog. So they all had emissions, so
But all these guys that have these
Have to
crazy
do that.
fast cars, are they living
they got
like out on a ranch?
they know a guy who has a shop that
Is it that, or do you think they're registering their trucks out on their dad's ranch?
some of them register them as like farm trucks and farm vehicles and stuff like that, but that only gets you by on so much. A lot of guys will like straight up just run a test pipe and then pop a cat back in it when they go in for inspections. I've got a couple of good friends who run like 10 second cars that literally will just pull the full exhaust off right before an inspection, which giant pain in the butt. But if you want to have a street car and like daily it, then that's what you got to do.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like,
Florida's weather is
Like
the
you-
closest out here.
well, there's Florida has the weather. Like I'm looking at both. Florida has better weather for sure. Florida has, you could live anywhere in the whole state and not have to deal with the smog stuff or an inspection. You just pay every year, right? So there's neither. That's definitely a pro for Florida. I would probably live near Tampa area, like near a Freedom Factory with Cletus and stuff. That way I could be close to events in Bradenton Speedway and stuff. What's another pro?
For what, Florida?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I don't know. I think that's like the main pros.
there's just a lot more stuff moving there. And like politically, like I don't care which party you care, like politics. I'm saying like how much politics is injected into your life against your will, like out here. It's not the same in Florida.
Well, I'm not comparing Florida to here though, because that's like no brainer. I'm saying Florida to Texas.
Yeah, I mean they're about the same. I don't know. Texas is easier to get property, good sized land. You can get about the same size house. You're gonna get less property in Florida.
But I think-
you're closer to a bunch of stuff in Florida.
I think property taxes are higher in Texas.
They are.
So even though both states have no state income tax, property tax is higher in Florida. Hold on, we got another super chat from Edgar. Let's click this one. The only con in Texas is the weather is crazy, but other than that, everything is good. Y'all, he's definitely from Texas. The whole APD knows me because my truck is too loud. Where's it? What's
He's
APD?
talking Arlington.
Oh, Arlington.
Okay,
Police Department?
Arlington PD is crazy. Like there are like 3 roads in Arlington has a straight up speed trap, and they will bust you for everything. I forget what the roads are. It's like that main road that goes through. It's like right by the Sonic. If you're from Arlington, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, I forget what the name is, but it's like right next to a couple suburbs, and they will bust your ass every single time for doing like 2 over on that road. It's a trap. It's a trap. But Arlington's nice. If you were gonna move to Texas, it'd be like the northeast part of Dallas, though. Like
Yeah,
out,
I was
out
looking
past like Frisco, Plano, between there and McKinney.
I was looking both northeast, and then I was also looking south.
Southeast. Yeah.
Yeah, like I always mess it up. How everyone always laughs when I say it. Wachachachi? How do you say it?
Waxahachie.
Wachachachi.
Wachachacha.
I said it to my mom the other day. I said, I think it's just called wash your tushy.
Oh, wash your tushy. That's a good one. I'm going to save that one.
Yeah. So I was looking in those areas. But even still, I think that, I don't even want to say it anymore. Wachachachi or whatever, however you say it.
Waxahachie.
Wax your hatchie?
Yeah, just go with it. Yeah.
Wax your hatchie? Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, even those areas are still in the smog area. Because they're part of, which county is that? Is that like Denton or Dallas County? It's part of one of those counties still.
We're at Northeast?
No, that Wachachachi place.
Oh, Waxahachie's down more south.
Yeah, but it's still in one of the counties that gets smogged. So you still can't escape it.
If you're going to live anywhere like within decent driving distance of actual like downtown Dallas or Fort Worth, you're going to have smog. All these counties have it.
Well, I saw a map. I pulled it up. And there's some pockets that you can find that don't have it.
Wax that assy.
Wax your hatchie. Edgar hit us with $2. He says Granbury is funny. My dad calls it Grand Booty. Is there a lot of booty in Granddaddy? Wait, Granbury? Granddaddy. We're just mixing up all the words here. Granddaddy instead of Granbury. Brian says, what do you do for work other than YouTube? I don't think you guys can see me. Yeah, nothing. I don't do nothing. So, I went to school for business management, and I've been doing consultant work for an automotive company. They sell car parts for like almost 5 years now, I guess. So, but yeah, with everything going on now, I'm working remote, so that's kind of how I manage everything. So it's kind of nice. It's nice to have the flexibility, but I'm trying to make the YouTube thing grow a little bit bigger, obviously, so that we can just focus 100% on that. But yeah, that's how I'm living right now. So YouTube, and then working remotely part-time, doing the consultant work for that automotive company. What else you guys got? Oh, so let's go back to what we were saying. So pros for Florida: weather, less nonsense with registration on cars, and we'd be close to. There's still a decent racing or car scene out there. So those are the three. I think cons for Florida would be potential like hurricane stuff. That's definitely a con.
It is. I mean, it just depends. So I've lived in like 3 places in Florida. If you're down like the southern part of the peninsula, down by like Miami and all that, the hurricanes suck, especially if you get a line drive. But if you live more on the bay side, most of the time the hurricane's either going to come across the state and it's going to be relatively weak by the time it gets to you. If you're up in like the like Tampa, Orlando area.
Yeah, but Tampa's close to the ocean. It doesn't get hit.
Yeah, but it's on the bay side. So if you're going to take a direct hit in Tampa, then the hurricane's got to come around the peninsula.
Yeah, but
up
sometimes
into the
there's
Gulf
hurricane
and
in that
back.
little Gulf thing, though.
Yeah, but you usually get the weak side of the storm. Strong side of the
Yeah,
storm.
but wasn't there one that messed up that whole area not too long ago?
Yeah, so it happens
What's that
every
place?
now and
The
then.
Pensacola? What's that area that's like up in
So
the Panhandle?
Pensacola's up in the Panhandle.
They got like
So
smacked
they
pretty
can get
hard last year,
murked
right?
up in the Panhandle, and then so they can, because then basically the storm can come around the whole peninsula of Florida, come right up the Gulf, and that's why you had like Katrina and all that stuff, because they can just soak up the hot, like warm air and the warm water. But to get hit directly in Tampa, like the storm's got to come around Florida and then back at you, and then you're getting the weak side of the storm. So they're not that bad in like Orlando and Tampa. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not playing it down. If you live there, I know it sucks. I've been through them. I lived there. I lived in Miami and a couple of different places there, but they're not that bad. You get tornadoes in Texas. You're gonna get weather anywhere unless you're out here where it doesn't rain. It just burns.
True.
But the weather, I mean, whatever. The weather, it depends. Dallas-Fort Worth doesn't get as humid, as Florida, obviously.
No?
No, like nowhere close to this.
Really?
But it's not as nice and tepid as it is out here. I mean, you still get like 110 degrees for like a week straight in the summer sometimes.
I don't know
And-
why, but whenever I'm in Texas, I feel like this gonna sound stupid, but the sun is like closer to you. I feel like when you go out in the sun in Texas, that it just burns you. Like it feels like you can't even open your eyes all the way. I don't know what it is.
I'm sure there's like 30 people in the chat right now that are like, yeah, that's true.
But why is that?
I don't know.
Because over here, there's not a cloud in the sky.
I think it's because it's not as windy.
No, but it doesn't make sense. Because I'm just saying, like, if you figure California, there's never any clouds. You walk outside and the sun is out, and you can open your eyes and like go, walk around, whatever. But when you go outside in Texas, I have to squint like a mother. Like I feel like it's so bright.
It's pretty, yeah.
And it's like the sun is more intense there. Why is that?
I don't know. I think it's good.
You notice it too, though?
Yeah.
Is that a real thing for you guys too? Or maybe you guys don't have anything to compare it to, depending on if you've been outside of Texas. But when you go outside in Texas, you have to like squint and the sun is intense. Versus, I don't think it's like that in Florida. Maybe it's because like you're like wherever the sun is.
I think it's the humidity and the wind.
Yeah, but the wind isn't gonna make you squint. It's not always windy. I think it must be where like the sun is, like when it's coming up over the horizon or something.
I don't know.
Because I don't remember Florida being like that, but I know Texas is like, they get some kind of sun. Dude, you're not gonna be able to move after you eat
I know.
these
I'm
burgers.
already like food coma. It's already
Oh, yeah.
happening.
Edgar, hit us with $5. He says, I mean, people don't like the heat in Texas, but it all depends where you came from. I don't care about the heat. I'm all for the heat. I just don't like the cold. You guys have been getting snow. Where I'm from, it's always over 120 every day. See, I don't mind that. I know some people would be crazy and like, oh, what the hell? I don't care.
See, John lives in like the desert area. This is like the more desert area of California. I'm like 5 miles from the beach down to like the 74, sunny and a slight breeze every day. And I still don't want to live in this state.
But he's a cop.
Yeah, but I'm a cop, so.
He can live wherever he wants.
Yeah, cops get free housing in California. Don't you know that? The earth is flat in Texas, not round. That's kind of true for some people. There's some crazies out there. Actually, I lived in Lubbock. The earth is flat out there. It's the flattest place I've ever seen.
Yeah, Texas is like flat as hell.
No, it's not.
It is.
DFW's got the hills. Then there's like the hill country over to the east. It's got terrain.
What do you mean DFW has hills? The only hill is when they had to clear a highway and they made a mound of dirt between the highway.
Yeah, it's called Flower Mound. It's a whole city. Literally, there's a town called Flower Mound.
That's the only hill I've ever seen.
Big ass mound with flowers on it with a fence around it that says like, no, walk on our flower mound.
Really?
It's a whole thing. Yeah. I used to live like down the street from it. Edgar knows what I'm talking about. Edgar knows Flower Mound.
Mm-hmm. So.
Free donuts. They think I'm a cop, man. I'm just gonna run with it. For sure, I'm totally a cop.
Hey, you guys keep acting up. He's not going to get you off any of your tickets. If you guys are nice, he'll sign off on your tickets.
I freaking wish.
They bring you your ticket, you just write a big smiley face on it, hand it back.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck, smiley face. Here, you'll definitely win. I signed this up.
Yeah, so Jose said, like, my brother lives in Texas and has to pay off a shop to inspect his modified car. That definitely happens. People definitely can, like, you can find like a sketchy little shop that's going to do it, but it's starting to go away. So when I was in college there, they started implementing, you guys that are in Texas know now, a lot of them are linked on a database, and they're all moving towards that. They're going to be all linked on a database, which like they have to submit like the tickets and everything, and it has to show like your car passed with like certain smog numbers, and it has to like be real numbers. There's ways to fake it, but I mean, that's when you start doing that stuff, you can lose your license. Like those shops can lose their license, they can get sued, and they all kinds of crazy stuff. So a lot of shops are going to stop doing that. You can't really fault them, right? I mean, it's there for a reason. do what you gotta do. When we play our game with modifying cars and getting around it, trust me, none of my shit passes smog or any kind of inspection.
That's because he's a cop.
But I'm a cop, so
Doesn't count.
yeah.
Us regular people.
I'm just washed away because I'm a cop. I kind of wish I was a cop.
No, I don't know. I have a weird theory on the whole thing. I think, everybody from Texas always says like, what do they say? Come to my Texas, but don't bring your. There's like a saying. But everyone says like, don't bring your California politics over here to Texas. Wow, wow, wow. What do they say?
You can just leave it in Austin. Austin is a weird little microcosm of California.
I know. No, but I honestly think there's some truth to that. For some reason, I have like the suspicion that I feel like Texas, like with everybody that's like moving there, I feel like they're gonna sell out. I just feel like the state would be like a little bit like, I feel like the state would get a little bit cocky and start like turning. Like, since there's so many people going to Texas, like from California, I'm not saying I'm one of them because I don't even vote, so I don't even care, but
I think that's kind of a boogeyman. So people have been flooding into Texas for like a decade now because of like the tech boom in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. There's always been the oil boom. They've been bringing in companies. Like if you go to DFW, they have one of the most diverse populations of like all different people from all over the world because like big defense contractors, Texas Instruments, multinational companies that are headquartered for their American headquarters is in Dallas-Fort Worth. That's been happening. So people with different politics and backgrounds and views has been there. I think that I don't know what's going on with like the politics in the state, but I think it's still. I don't care which party it is. They're still gonna have like more conservative and like more freedoms in other states. They've already shown that, right? When everybody else in like New Mexico, right next door, shut down, Texas was still like, fuck it, we're open. Bring your Rose Bowl and bring your everything over here, and we'll do it.
I don't know. I just feel like, well, for example, the emissions thing, right? Like Texas is supposed to be like, one of the most free states, and they love guns and oil, but then they put emissions on their cars. I don't know. I just feel like, what I mean? Maybe the people are a little more free and liberal or conservative. Which way is it? That's how much I know
Free.
about politics.
I think they're more libertarian.
But isn't it conservative?
It's conservative, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like people are more conservative there, but at the same time, I feel like the state and the government is more progressive. Is that the right word? Like, look, they implemented all those smog rules in Texas. Florida doesn't have any of that. I feel like Florida is more of a yeehaw state than Texas.
Florida is more like yeet, just send it. Like
Yeet?
Florida man is a thing for a reason.
Yeah. No, but that's always done in a bad way. Hold on, there's a few super chats I gotta get to. What's this one? Justin, I love your Dakota build. I'm building a 99 GMC Sonoma that's got a cammed LS and bodied on 22s. Dang, big wheeling. Keep up the good work. Much love from Mississippi. Thank you, sir.
Mississippi.
We will keep on building. Thank you for the super chat. I think there was one other one too that came in while we were talking.
Coming La Chora.
Edgar, and he is La Chota, aka the cop in his Spanish. Where is your mustache, senor?
I actually shaved it off today.
Didn't know you did
I
it.
swear to God.
Oh, you almost
I
had
should've
it.
kept it.
That would have been epic.
It was a bad mustache.
Let's see. Nathan says, it's not that hard passing OBD2, even going with legit shops. Plenty of cars with free flowing exhaust have legit. See, this is the thing that a lot of you guys don't get though, is we start going standalone.
I'll be right back. First off, somebody said that something walked up behind us. Bring it. This is not a house you want to sneak up on people. And the second one made some. I'll be right back. I gotta please the people.
You gotta please the people. Uh-oh.
Gotta give them what they want, John.
Uh-oh. He's going to get his cop badge. Let's see what you guys are saying. It's hard to read the chat from way over here, but we'll do our best. Yeah, so think about it this way. If you start going like with some of these builds, not saying some of them are yet, but if we end up going, I guess my head's chopped off, but if we end up going, standalones on some of these things, there is no more OBD2. And then plugging into some of these different operating systems like we have, it's not going to match up to the VIN of the vehicle, and it's going to say it's something completely different. So just something to consider. If we end up building some of these full race vehicles. Oh, he's good. Hey, there it is.
All right, Cop Chat's live. Let's go, boys.
Go like this.
Ask me all your cop questions. Ask me all your cop questions.
Get some barbecue sauce, put on your lip.
That's super.
Yeah, if we start doing some of these things, like I'm not saying we're one direction or the other yet, but some of these vehicles, if we end up, going full standalone, they can be 100% legit in like a state like Florida, right?
Yeah.
Like if you had a full standalone PCM or ignition system, whatever, computer on some vehicle, that is 100% legal in Florida. There's no workarounds. You're not cheating the system. You're not doing this, that, or the other thing.
I mean, look, like Cletus McFarland, right? He can drive Leroy around on the street.
Well, he drove his NASCAR around on the street.
Yep.
And he even had like turn signals, and they just laughed at him.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and you've seen people like, what's that other guy too? That he's always driving the Razor around on the street and stuff. Danny something? Have you seen that guy?
No.
He's got like millions of followers. Some kid that's always like pissing people off. Danny something? I just found out of it not too long ago. Let's see. Oh, I got super chat. Whoa. Edgar says he went to drop off the kids at the pool. If you know what I mean, that's why it'll take a minute. No, he took a minute to get them shades. He's got them police shades there.
Give me your cop question.
The cop is back. All right, ask the cop a question. Let's see. See what questions come
I
in.
want your really good cop questions. Let's go.
Pull over. I can't pull over anymore.
You can't pull over any further. He's already pulled over.
Is there any good cop questions?
No cop questions.
Let's see the cop questions. He's not actually a cop.
You know how fast you're going?
Let's see. Florida. Matt Glover says, cheap living in Florida. One of the things, when I was looking at places, houses, whatever, I found, why are we like talking about this? I can't seem to get something right. There. When I was looking at some of the different places, Florida has a lot of HOAs, so I was trying to make sure that there wasn't those types of places. And then Texas, a lot more places show up than Florida that have 3-car garages and shops on the same property. That's like, it's quite common to find in Texas, whereas Florida, I'm not really seeing it too much. You get a good question?
That's not a question.
No?
It's an interesting story, Wayne. It's a little bit weird. I hope to God that's not true.
Let's see.
That's terrifying.
Jeez. That is some Bill Cosby stuff right there. Better watch out. Everybody's laughing in the chat. What's SL? Oh, FL has Trump. Florida has Trump. Where is your bigot sensor? What is that? Big oat? Senor? I don't know what to say. I don't know what he's saying. Yeah, see, the only thing they check in Florida is the VIN on the body at the DMV. Danny Duncan, see? He knew. He knew who I was talking about. Dude ripping around in his Razor, doing wheelies everywhere and stuff. Damn. Alright, what other random questions you guys have for us?
Oh, bigote. His mustache. Where's your mustache, senor?
Is that what it means?
Yeah. Chocolate or glazed all day.
And Krispy Kremes.
Get them crispy creams.
Did you ever get the sway bar mounted? I think he means... You mean on the Dakota in the front? Is that what you're talking about? Or which one you mean? Did Cam go to the police academy?
No, I'm not a cop. I mean...
Hold on.
I'm totally a cop.
No, he's a cop.
If I was a cop, I would not have a lot of the tickets I have.
Yeah. I've seen him speed.
No,
He's
never.
He sped like he was a cop that could get away from it. So I followed him. Did Cam go to the police academy? No, he did not. When are you putting the new engine in the Ram? I'm hoping to get the Dakota started and running first. So I'm gonna put in a good 2 weeks, 3 weeks, realistically. And I should have the Dakota running. Why is it dropping off my hand? Yeah, I think like 2-3 weeks I'll have the Dakota running. And then at that point, I got a lot of stuff to do. I gotta get this place ready for sale. And I think it'll probably, a good realistic, oh my God, burgers. Realistically, I think 2 days. On a weekend, I'll throw the engine in the Ram. But we actually have a really interesting little series coming for you guys on the channel with the engine that's going into the Ram. So Holly hooked it up. And we're gonna do like a little build series on that engine, on the brand new 5.7 on the engine stand. So we're gonna do a bunch of cool stuff. I'm gonna show you some of the products and new stuff, exciting stuff that they have for the 5.7. We're gonna build it all on the engine stand, and then we'll get it all ready. Because as you guys know, it doesn't come with an oil pan and like it's missing some stuff. So we're gonna dress the engine all up, get it ready to go, and then it'll be ready to put in the truck more so than it is now. Because otherwise we have to swap over valve covers, oil pan, oil pickup tube, all that stuff. And so we're gonna dress the engine up. Like I said, Holly, our sponsor, is hooking it up. So a huge shout out to them. But yeah, we're gonna end up dressing it all up and getting it looking pretty and show you guys some of the cool stuff they have before we put the engine back in the truck. But I think it'll only take like, I'm gonna try to like knock it out. I think like the engine could come out and we could probably put the new one in, you know, in one day and then maybe, you know, finalize some stuff. I'm gonna try and do it without knocking out the AC because I think it'll be a bit of a pain. I don't know. Somehow Jason, my buddy Jason, they lifted it out over the rad. But my truck's too tall. I don't know. I would have to like put it on the rotors on the ground or something. I don't know how he did it. I'll have to ask him.
Jeez, I don't know.
He literally used the engine crane and lifted it up over the rad. Like obviously they took the transmission and stuff off. Left the tranny in
It's
there.
gotta be hairy.
Yeah.
You can do it. I don't know. It's just so much easier. Yeah, but in your truck, no, there's no way.
We'll put on the
I think
rotors.
it's too tall.
Put on the rotors. Let's see. Fire it up on the stand. Yeah, right. Imagine. That'd be crazy. You ought to call the farm cat if we could. How was them whap burgers? They're bomb.
They're delicious. I'm about to go die.
Was it Cardi B? Cardi B burgers?
Cardi B burger?
Cardi B burgers were bomb. After the Hellcoda is running, are you going to swap out the wheels or keep the Viper wheels? I think I'm going to swap them out. I'm looking into right now going 5-bolt conversion, to be honest with you guys. Because there's not a lot of wheel offerings in the 6-bolt. And yeah. And you have to run spacers to run the Hellcat, or the Hellcat, what am I talking about? To run the Viper wheels, which I'm not really huge on. For reasons unknown.
Yeah, for reasons.
Gotta go, my bros. Any friend of yours is also my friend, man. Have a full day of work tomorrow. Shake my head. But hey, money is money, right? Stay safe. Thank you, Edgar. Thanks for dropping in the super chat too.
Yeah,
Appreciate it,
sure.
bud.
Thanks, Edgar.
We'll have to see you when I end up. I'll be out in Texas regardless, so I'll be in that DFW area. Either way, whether we move there or not, I'm usually out there for work and friends. What else we got? Darren, John, I just woke up again to see you live. Hellcoda is coming together, absolutely amazing. Make me speechless to comment on videos lately. Deserve trophies. SEMA, I know, right? That'd be cool. We'll try to go SEMA. I think realistically, if SEMA's a go this year, I think it'll probably be at somebody's booth. I can only assume that it's gonna make it to somebody's booth. We shall see. Rent a forklift and pick it up with it. Oh, that would be legit. Imagine just yank the engine right out.
I've seen it. It's so sketchy.
Why though? It's strong enough. Just lift it to the moon. Just we'll put a skyjack with a hard hat. Imagine.
You know, you probably could use like the two post, but you'd have to take the hood off.
Do you ever see that thing that Cletus yanked an engine with out of the junkyard?
No.
He went to like a what is it? You pull it or whatever.
Oh, was it like the tube of the
It was
crane?
like, yeah, it was like a
crane
big
wheels?
ass thing that they
Oh.
made from like home. It's like homemade. It was like a big ass triangle with wheels, and it just had a chain on it.
Did he make it? So okay, there was a like you pick apart is what they called it over in St. Louis when I lived there.
Yeah, and they yanked an engine. They
Yeah,
just wrapped the
literally,
chain around.
So they would take the wheels, like the spare tires, off of cars that came in. They would bolt it to these like crane gantries.
Yeah, that's-
it's just a big ass chain hoist.
That's what
and that's how
Cletus
people
used.
would take them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
They were like cutting stuff and yanking
It
stuff, and then they
seems
just
sketchy,
grabbed
but
the
it's
chain.
so legit. It's so legit, man. I miss going out to my brothers and my buddy Kyle. We used to go out to the junkyard and pull all kinds of shit. Kyle still goes out there, man. That dude pulls shit off of whatever.
Damn.
The guy's legit.
Damn. Oh look, this Matt Glover's singing the Bad Boys theme song.
Let's do it. Bad boys for life. Let's do it.
No, it's Bad Boys, what you gonna do? Nobody knows after
Nobody knows
that.
the words. Don't even act like you know the words too. You don't know the damn words. You know you make weird sounds.
The only other words that people know is like when he goes, hey, bad boys, bad boys. And he goes back into the theme song. Cam's theme song. I hope to see the Dakota running soon. Good luck on the move if you ever decide where you're going. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going. That's going to be
Florida, just do it.
Florida. We'll see.
Florida, send it.
What seats are you going with? I think SRT4. Lalo says, laugh my ass off, Cardi Burgers. That's funny. What makes you such a Mopar fan? I have a 5th gen Ram 1500 5.7. I love it. Boston, Massachusetts. I don't know.
We were just talking about 5th gen Rams.
Yeah, we were. I'm just like a car guy, truck guy, or gearhead, whatever. And I don't know. Nothing really in particular. I guess they've just been good to me, and I've had some of them, but I've had like a lot of imports and stuff too, and different stuff. But I don't know. They've always been good. And then with the channel, it kind of just took that direction. So everybody wanted to see more Mopar, baby.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to see more of that stuff. So
So Mopar's got like,
I always wanted a Viper. Let's put it that way.
yeah. But Mopar's got like their own unique things. Like they always had like, you know, like the Cuda and like the Challenger. They had like the little things. But I think Mopar guys just like Mopar. You got Chevy guys. There's some guys who are like, I love Chevy. But most of them are like, I'm an LS guy. Or I'm a
Yeah.
Chevy pickup guy. Not like I love Mopar, all things Mopar. I think that's kind of unique. Ford guys are usually like, I love Mustangs, Ford trucks. What else is there? I don't know.
Nothing.
Nothing else Ford.
No, but I don't know. Being in the Mopar scene for I don't know how long I've been in it for. I've had a Mopar ever since I could drive, so I guess I'm getting old.
I know, right?
Shoot.
Old as
I mean,
dirt.
at 16, you
So
figured in another
old.
3 years, it's gonna be like 20 years.
Shit.
Jeez,
That's crazy.
I'm getting old, boys.
See, I'm not a Mopar. I mean, I have Mopar, but I'm not a Mopar guy.
No, but
Like,
when I was
strictly.
yeah, no, me neither. I mean, I'll drive something else. But I was gonna say, you know what's interesting though is to see Mopar in the last, I want to say 2 years, because Mopar is like whatever we keep saying Mopar, but it's always been the underdog.
Yeah,
It's always been the like red-headed stepchild.
it's true.
And then not until like the last 2 years where everybody's just buying Chargers and Challengers like they're hotcakes. Those two cars, I think, really paved the way for Dodge, Mopar, Ram, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when everybody, it didn't matter who you were, it was you either wanted a Chevy pickup or you wanted a Ford pickup. Because if you had a Dodge, a transmission would go out. It was like a thing.
Yeah.
Any Dodge vehicle, it was even like Caravan. Oh, you have a Caravan? How many transmissions you put in it? Like, it was always like...
Yeah.
So
I got my 95 Ram out there with the same 318 and the same 4-speed overdrive transmission. Never even been touched.
That's crazy. But yeah, I just remember they always had a bad rap. And then now in the last 2 years, everybody's all about them. And
Yeah, it's kind
everybody's...
of funny. They got like a cult following for like the Chargers and Challengers.
But
it always used to be like, you get like your Mustangs, Corvettes, and Camaros, right? It was Mustang, Camaro. Those were like the big battles.
Yeah.
But then you had like the random, but they would get spanked by like a Cuda out at the strip all day.
Yeah. But I don't know, it's just weird. Because now the fact that everybody's so into Chargers and Challengers, it's bringing everybody to any Mopar product. Like, I remember when the third gens weren't that popular, third gen Ram. And now that the fourth gens are super popular, a lot of people can't afford a fourth gen. So now people are going out and buying a third gen, and the price of the third gens went up like crazy too.
Yep.
It's like everybody's just coming this way. And like, I remember like a lot of people like, you know, might sound whatever to say. A lot of people didn't even know what a Viper was. You would pull up somewhere and go, what is that thing? But now everybody knows what a Viper is because they know it was the Halo car for Dodge. I don't know, it's just a lot more attention. And even the Viper, a lot of guys never respected the Viper. It was always another, you know, redheaded stepchild of a car.
Yeah.
And now the Viper is actually respected. I think both because the Charger and Challenger are respected cars, but also because the last iteration of the Viper set all the records and all that stuff. And now everybody's looking at our older Vipers. He's got one too. And they're appreciating our older Vipers just because the new one did so well. It's weird.
Yeah. But even still setting all these lap records and everything else, people still dump all over the fifth gen. Fifth gen Vipers get dumped on. They're like, oh, well, it got canceled because blah, blah, blah. It got canceled because they don't have massive support for, like, everybody always talks about, like, oh, the Viper is not worth it. It got canceled. Well, no, it's because they don't have like a base model Viper. They tried with like the GCs and all these other like base model Vipers, like the RTs.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work because it's still a full-on Viper. Like you can't just buy like a Corvette CS, right? You can't buy just like your base model Corvette for $50,000. You can't buy a base model Viper for $48,000. You're paying $70,000, $80,000, which you could go buy, you know, like a last year model Z06.
Yeah. Well, I think part of the problem is the Connor assembly plant, which is where the Viper was always made.
Yeah.
It was always tooled and set up to be a manual assembly line. So all those, I don't know if you guys know, but Vipers are hand built, and even till the last versions of them, they were always hand built. So every time that they would come up with a new version of the Viper, they would just change the Connor assembly plant to be able to hand build the new version of the Viper. And it was super expensive, and I don't know their numbers. I'm not their bean counter, but I think they were losing money and not making much money on all of those that they ever sold. So what happened was they had that assembly plant tooled to make the last version of the Viper, and then some new safety standards came out where that frame or chassis wasn't going to be able to be compliant. So I guess there were some curtain airbags or something, right?
Yeah, it was a side curtain airbags. They
So-
couldn't fit them in the car.
Yeah, so the layout of the chassis of the Viper, they wouldn't be able to fit curtain airbags in it, so they would have had to retool that whole assembly plant. And I think at the time it wasn't making money for them, so they decided to stop making it. But sooner or later they're going to come out with another, you know, Halo or a supercar, but it's probably not going to be hand built. It's probably going to be on a production line.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll ever be hand built.
Yeah, I think the fifth gen is going to be the last like hand built Viper. I also think they're going to bring the Viper back because that name alone is worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
And if they don't produce a car, I forget how many years it is. I think it's 5 years. But if they don't produce a car under that name, then another company can assume that name, right? So you could have
5 years on? You sure it's
I
that?
think it's 5 years. It may be 10, but I can't remember. There's a certain time limit on it though. So if they don't make another Viper production car for that amount of time, then they can lose the patent on it. And I'm sure there's a lawyer out there that knows everything, but you could have like Ford come scoop up the Viper, or even some like small manufacturer, like some guy who wants to manufacture like 20 Vipers, like in his own garage.
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
You'd buy it.
I'd buy one. I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. Let's see if there's any more chats up in here. Maybe we'll wrap up tonight's live so we can go no food. Mopar seems to have more naturally aspirated. I think they're not really. I mean, we're putting the I can't see my face again. We're putting the supercharged Hemi in the Dakota.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hellcat's supercharged, the Red Eye, which is still Hellcat, but you have the Demon, you have the Trackhawk. Like they have that supercharged Hemi in pretty much every. You know, the Jeep has it, the Ram has it now, everything has it. Nothing like a pure engine.
America.
I know, right? But I mean, it's not really, yeah, things are making a lot of power with some boost these days.
David Alvarez got the whole family out. David.
T. Perry. Hi, I can't stay, but want to say hi. And I love your content. Very helpful for my 2015 Ram. Thank you, sir. It's a high and bye. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. I'm building a 318 cammed, but I'm stuck between HP tuners or SCT tuners. Which one do you recommend for a first timer? Well, first timer is the thing. I mean, obviously we're sponsored by HP tuners over here, but I will never give you guys a biased opinion. But the SCT is gonna be more of like if you're just trying to like load a canned tune. HP tuners is once you get that software, you can do anything.
Yeah, I've had them both. I would go HP.
Yeah, I mean, you can still like either way. Your bang for your buck is gonna be to get a tuner, a remote tuner, to give you a custom tune, and you can do it with both. So
yeah, I think you need to figure out like. So I did the can tune. I had like the SCT, and then I bought the nice SCT, and it was okay. But as soon as I cammed it, there was no profile that would work with it. Like it was close, but it wasn't drivable. Like I didn't rely on it for my daily, so I had to go get a tuner anyway. So plan if you're gonna do anything like a cam or anything like that to your motor. Plan on getting a tuner, like a remote tuner, whoever it is, and get with them to see what they support. But most of them are going to support like HP and SCT anyway. But
Yeah.
HP's got a lot more parameters that you can touch and adjust on more cars also.
yeah, I don't know. You'll have to talk to like if you're doing the Magnum stuff. Like I said, unbiased again, but probably Flying Ryan. He's the bigger name with the Magnum stuff. I know he does both. He does HP and SCT, but you'd have to talk to him to see if there's any advantages to using HP, which is newer stuff. SCT is pretty old technology at this point. So he might tell you, I can tune the vehicle better with HP because there's more options or functions or, parameters that he can mess with. Because HP is always developing new stuff and they're updating it constantly, whereas SCT that's like 90s technology. They're still flashing stuff with.
I mean, SCT still comes out with new stuff. It just seems to.
But the ones
from my experience, it lagged behind a lot.
Yeah, but the ones for the older Mopars,
yeah, they're
it's
old.
like
They're
the
not updated.
SCT, what is it, 3200 or something?
Yeah, 3218 or something.
Something like that. That thing is like a brick, and
it sucked.
They have
It's so slow. It was so slow. It was so limited. It just wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I mean like I said again.
I'm not sponsored by HP. No affiliation. I'm just saying personally, I liked the HP better. But I'm like, I'm a cop. I'll buy the HP tuners and I won't give you a tip.
No, I mean, the nice thing about the HP, again, unbiased, but if you get the HP, you can tune your friends' vehicles with it.
Yeah,
you
that
can
was
tune any of your own vehicles. You just pay for the credits.
That was a big one. The Finlock.
So you can pay for your device.
Sucked.
You can pay for your device. You could, you could technically get your friends to give you some money, or you guys could all chip in to get the device, and you could all use it. So that's one benefit of doing the HP if you want to go that route with your buddies. Let's see. Dodge has always gotten a bum rap. Some of the most reliable cars and trucks I've owned have been Dodges. Many of the people that complain about them are the ones who never do proper maintenance. Yeah, that's true.
It's true, but you got to be fair. I mean, we make jokes about Fords being found on roadside dead and all that other stuff too. It's more just like fun poking around, but
Yeah.
I think it's a personal experience. Like if you like that 95, it's been in my family. We've taken care of it. I've done basically every oil change on it since like 2000, and I mean it's a great car, right? But that's because I took care of it. A lot of guys are buying them secondhand. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, every manufacturer has pretty much all the big three. You can't go wrong with any of them. They just all have their own individual issues, right? So I mean, the Triton is known for eating spark plugs or frozen spark plugs.
Yeah.
I don't know what
My brother's a huge Ford guy, and even he will tell you like certain motors that they have, avoid them like the plague because they suck.
Yeah, that's like anything though.
Yeah, I mean it's
They all
like
have
us,
it.
like the V10, not for the Viper, but the one that was in the Rams.
Yeah.
It was just mediocre.
Really? They weren't reliable?
They were kind of reliable, but like you didn't get as much torque or power as you could have out of another similar design. Like the 360 could make almost the same power as the V10, but was less fuel hungry and everything else.
Huh.
There was almost no reason for a lot of guys to go to the V10 unless you needed a gas with more torque. Like
I'm gonna probably get hated on, but I hate the Magnum platform.
it's not. I'm a Dodge
It's-
guy, and
it-
I'm not.
It's a reliable platform, but making power, it sucks. I mean, you have to go to the old school stuff, either put, better heads on it or go, putting LA stuff on it.
Yep.
The older version of the Magnum, putting that stuff on it to get the thing to breathe. It's just,
Yeah, it
You
wasn't
could-
designed to breathe.
you could spend so much money on that stupid thing.
That's
And
that's why the LSs are so popular. Like I love Dodge,
And
but I
that's the
love the LS.
But that's the same era almost. Well, maybe not. I think the LS came out with '97 with the Corvette, right?
No, the
Yeah.
Well, like the modern LS that we think, yeah.
Yeah, the LS came out with the Corvette, I think '97.
Yeah.
Is that when it started showing up in the pickup trucks?
I don't know when it started. The iron block in the trucks it had to be around the late 90s because it was like that gen, like the cat eye Silverados. That was like early 2000s, and I think it was just before that were the iron block LSs. But either way, that platform is very easy to modify.
They make so much power.
And
though.
because that block was designed specifically for like all those different variants. And it's designed to breathe, and it's very modular.
But it's more like the heads are pretty decent flowing from the factory, and then
all
the
of it's-
intake manifold
all of
has
it's good.
flows good.
Ooh, someone's in like a 4.7 in a Dodge, total garbage. I don't know about that. The 4.7's got its place in the world. If you're not trying to modify it, it's a pretty reliable motor.
That's the thing is, yeah. Same with the Magnums. The Magnums are, for the most part, pretty solid. You just put oil in those things and they run forever, but they'll
Yeah,
take a
Wayne-
beating.
Wayne said 4-bolt mains. That was a big change for them.
For who?
The LS's put a 4-bolt main on there.
When did they do that? What year?
I don't remember.
6.0 is garbage. That's a popular motor, though. I don't know. He's talking 6-liter LS, isn't he?
I think I can't remember which. I'm trying to look up which LS actually started with it.
DG says, don't you have to pay per tune? No. HP you pay per vehicle. So once you register, you license that VIN, you can tune it as many times as you want. Let's see. Do you think shutting off MDS makes the Hemi more reliable? I don't know. We were kind of having that conversation a little bit today.
I think if you're just daily driving it, it's probably fine. It's probably fine either way. If you're like any of us who like actually gets on it, having it switch back and forth. I mean, it's just more moving parts to brake. Like my 5.7, my 3rd gen didn't have MDS, and it ran like a champ. And then they came out with the 06s, and they had MDS, and they had a bunch of like lifter issues, and they had hydraulic pressure issues, and then like the tick was worse on a bunch of them. It just seemed like a lot of people have more issues with those 5.7s than mine.
I just wonder if not having, so when the MDS system engages, it kills the oil pressure in the lifters on 4 cylinders. So essentially the lifter is just dancing in there and the push rod is turning into mush inside the lifter. But I wonder if when it doesn't have that pressure on it, if the roller starts jumping on the cam. Because it's, the cam lobe's still coming around.
Yeah.
That's not going to go away. But because the roller doesn't have like a nice pressure on it, if it bounces and hits, like smacks off
Like
the,
taking off of it, yeah. And
you know what I mean? Like
any tolerance
if
in
you
it.
have the lobe coming over and you have the roller riding on it,
just kissing it,
if
yeah.
it just goes woo, like it sends it into the air because there's no pressure on it. If it like lifts and smacks, lifts and smacks.
So I think that I don't think it does that. I think there's still spring pressure on it. I can't remember. There was a breakdown in like 2007 or 2008. Somebody at Dodge showed how they do it, but inside the lifter, I think.
it collapses.
Tell me if I'm wrong. It collapses under the hydraulic pressure, so like
Yeah.
the oil pressure is not there. But I think there's still spring pressure to keep it riding on the cam lobe.
I just
Because
wonder-
otherwise, any tolerance, any lash in there is just gonna get.
But
just gonna
then
get
you
beat up.
think about it then, and if that MDS system is running for 100K or whatever they're failing at, if that spring
Yeah,
wears down, it's just a tiny little spring.
that's what I'm saying. Like
I think
the
the
real.
spring probably, because think about it when you hear mine. When
Yeah.
it hits MDS, I think the springs are dead.
Noisy as hell, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, "Grrr," and I think the spring is probably dead, and that lifter is just bouncing.
Sounds like it's just bouncing in there, yeah.
Because you
I
can
don't know.
hear it, like the lobe is coming around smacking that.
I don't
lifter.
know that MDS makes it well.
That's what I'm saying.
I will say it probably does make it less reliable long term. Right?
But I'm saying if you disabled the
Totally
system,
disabled it?
if you disable it electronically so it keeps the oil pressure in there 24/7, I don't think you'll wear out the spring.
I think you'll wear everything evenly. I think, it'd be a more reliable motor without MDS.
I don't know.
And honestly, like, my buddy had an 06, and our gas mileage was like identical after he had MDS and I didn't.
Yeah.
It's all driving style. If you drive like a bat out of hell with MDS, it's not going to matter.
It's hard to say. MDS is engaged by oil pressure to pressuring on the pin on the lifter, so more oil pressure in the lifter oil.
Right.
No, it's the other way around. What is he saying? He's saying the MDS is engaged by oil pressure. I think it's the other way around though. I think it kills the pressure to the lifter and allows it to collapse, doesn't it?
That's what I was told.
I'm pretty sure.
So I'm pretty sure Dodge put out a whole bunch of information on like how it happens. It's like a check valve.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when MDS is engaged, it pretty much cuts the oil pressure to the lifter so that it collapses and doesn't open the valves on that cylinder. Yeah, see, springs in the lifter keep the pressure on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think there's an internal spring that keeps that like roller on in contact, but also at high RPMs. Well, I guess you wouldn't really get there with the MDS. It would disengage, so you'd be back on pressure. But you get like the same issue as like valve float at certain RPMs, where I'm sure the engineers did their job, but still.
They didn't do their job. They're all breaking.
Yeah, it's broke.
When I accelerate in my 5.7, I hear bald eagles clinking. wait. Cue the bald eagles. I hear the linkage clinking. I don't know what that is, but that don't sound good. HP has its own YouTube channel and teaches how to use their systems. They do. They do. Ooh.
Yeah, see, Wayne even says like his 410 has a Paxton, makes a lot of power, but he had to dump some serious money into it. That's the problem, is like the horsepower per dollar is just crazy on.
On which one? 4.7?
He said his Dakota's got a 410 stroker.
Oh.
Paxton.
Yeah, I mean, you can make some.
You can make power. It's just like the power per dollar. That's why people go LS swap.
I don't even want to say power per dollar, because it's like if you did those exact same mods to just about any other engine, you would make so much more power.
Yeah.
And then the dollar factor is just another thing. I'm just saying, like, mod for mod, if you do the same stuff to like an LS, I'm not even an LS guy. It's just, you know.
It's a good example.
Yeah,
it's
just
a
same
solid
thing.
platform for mods.
Yeah, if you did boost cam and you left a stock long block like a 4.7 on that, you can make like stupid power from a junkyard engine without even opening it up. If you did that to a 5.2 or a 5.9, you might make like a hot 450 wheel for like a very short period of time. Like maybe like a week, like mine.
Yeah, seriously. Even my 5.7. My 5.7 was my Daytona was cammed, like a custom tune, intake, a whole, like all of it. You put it up next to the same mods in like an LS regular cab short bed truck, a Chevy truck. He's gonna walk me. Same exact mods. He's gonna walk me.
Yeah.
Weight aside, the third gen was kind of a heavy pig, but still.
That's coming around though, because they've been, I mean, with the Hemi platform, they're really starting to make some power now.
Now they are. So once they started moving to the different ports and like the 6.1s and everything else, once they started moving to like different.
Yeah, but there's guys on 5.7s that are going real fast now.
With the later architectures, like the later port architectures and everything, they're making a lot.
Like the engine that I have in my 4th gen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're flying now. Like
But
there's
one
guys
that was
cracking
in mine, in my
11s now.
05, the stock block with I forget which ports are on that. It's not the Eagle heads, whichever one it was. It's just a lot of effort to modify that one.
Well, so there's a couple guys. There's Kyle Tingle, and then there's another guy. I can't remember his last name, but he's with Moe's Performance. Sam something. So I think Sam, I don't know what his mods are, but I think he still has stock short block. But then I think he did like, you know, heads, cam, all that stuff. I don't know if he did cam, but his truck was gutted, but he ran 10s in a single cab.
That's solid.
They're high 10s now.
Still.
Out of a 5.7.
I mean, even to get into the like a full trim 3rd gen regular cab short bed. I was in, what was it? It was a decent sized cam with a 2400 stall. I had I had all the bolt-ons you could do, except I didn't have like custom fully ported heads. I had ported heads.
Like, pass me that phone there. Let's see.
I had ported heads and everything else, and I was still in the 12s,
Let's see.
like high 12s.
Let's see if I can pull it up for you guys. Let's see if I can pull up Kyle's run. Let's see. Let's see what the latest video is. Yeah, Kyle's flying now. You guys probably saw my video. Let's see. Upload date.
Yeah, Brandon says with street pipes, MDS makes the exhaust sound like crap. And that's a fact.
Let's see. Ram 1500. I'm trying to find it other than my video. He went flying lately.
Matt Glover's hopping off. He's out fake Vin Diesel and Cop Man. Later, Matt.
That's us. We'll see you. Yeah, I was trying to find. I can't find Kyle's thing.
Dodgy was pay to play.
Oh, maybe this is it. Let's see. It might be having to show one of these videos for a second. Hold up. Let's see if I can find it for you guys. I think this is Incredible Hemi's video, but it's Kyle Tingle's truck. I'm trying to find it. Might have to jump around a little bit. Let's see. Yeah. So this is Kyle Tingle's truck. Where is it? Let's see if you can do it without the glare. Listen to this thing. This is a 5.7. This thing is nuts.
Sound gnarly.
Wait till you hear it shift though, like go through the gears. Like you can tell it's making some jam. Hopefully you guys can hear it okay coming through here. This thing is nuts. Let's see. The thing is flying, you guys. So he's naturally aspirated 5.7 in the 10s. So this is,
all right, guys,
let's
now we're
see.
going to go over what.
So this is Incredible Hemi's video, but I want to see if he shows the timestamp on it. Oh, here's another run. I'll show you another one of his runs, I guess. This is a yellow belly. Okay. Thing is crazy, you guys.
Something happened. I don't know.
Something happened.
The truck reeled him in on the big end. I don't know how. That didn't seem right. Didn't seem right, man. I don't know. I could be tripping, but you know, I got the picture.
It didn't seem right, he said. I guess there's another pass. Let's see.
Putting some steam out, man. Jeez.
Just how fast it goes through the gears though when you listen to it. This is like chopping away. That's probably the same run. I don't know if he just showed it twice or what it was, but Let's see. Anyways, yeah, that was 10-second passes in Kyle Tingle's truck. It's crazy.
See, but that's what's I think for me was always annoying because I love Dodge trucks and I didn't like the look of the cat eye Silverados. But do you remember it was like a sleeper truck? His name was Parrish, and it was always the Parrish videos. It was a blue Silverado, regular cab, short bed, turbo, and he would walk everybody with this like early 2001 2002 Silverado.
Really?
And you could not find a Dodge Ram that could keep up with that guy. There was no way. But that's my point, was like back then Chevy was doing it right with their trucks because that LS platform was just badass, and they just kept building off of it. I think Dodge is getting there. It's just we're behind the curve on like the Dodge truck engine architecture. I think we're finally there with like stuff like his.
I don't know if it's like the architecture, but I think it's the popularity of them are coming around. So more aftermarket people are willing to support it and make products for it, so that they can push it.
That's the other big thing, is like putting the same platform in the cars that have a ton of popularity and just getting the aftermarket built up.
Yeah.
That was smart, right?
Yeah.
Because you had Camaros, Corvettes, the pickups. I'm sure they put an LS in a minivan at some point.
Yeah,
They
pretty
had
much.
LSs in everything, so you could get the aftermarket, which is crazy. Finally, there's like the actual Hemi platform. I think
Yeah.
they landed on a solid platform finally.
Well, and the fact that they haven't switched the latest iteration of the 5.7, they haven't switched it since 09. It's pretty much the same engine.
And that was another issue.
But the smart though,
it
so,
switched
a- so
4 times between 04 and...
yeah, so aftermarkets can actually come out with something and know that they're going to be able to sell it because it's been that engine's been around for like 10 years plus.
Yeah,
Which
you
is
could buy all
kinda cool.
kinds of stuff for a Chevy or a Ford, but like buying aftermarket for a Dodge, it was like 3 options.
And it was $1 million. Let's see what you guys are saying. Do you ever watch any other YouTubers builds? Yeah, so I watch. I was watching the Goon Squad stuff for a while, but I don't know what they end up doing. They're like building a house now, and I kind of stopped watching for the last like half a year.
I like the house stuff.
Really? I haven't watched one house video.
But that's because I used to like do handyman shit and like
I don't
flip
know.
houses.
I haven't. I used to really like the Goon Squad stuff when they were building Ferraris and doing all that stuff, and then I haven't. I don't even know where they're at right now.
I think they'll be back. The whole point was like, I think they're moving, building a new house, and then they're gonna build the new like badass shop. I'm sure, right?
That's
next
like me. Should I do like Goon Squad?
Bro.
I'm gonna stop building the Dakota, and I'm gonna show you guys hell stuff.
Dang, son. I'll be in the background of all the movies. Dang, son. I love those
Tennessee
guys.
accent. Dang.
I love those guys. Man.
Dang. So I watched. Oh, I used to watch those guys. The other ones, I don't know if I'd really like legit build channels. I've been watching Judah's Garage lately. He's pretty cool. Pretty cool dude, and they're pretty entertaining. Him and that like 6-fingered buddy that he's got, they're hilarious. They're so funny. I can't. What's that kid's name?
I can't remember.
His best buddy.
I know you're talking.
Matthews, was it? Something with M? I think it's Matthews.
I can't remember. It's too late and I've had too many burgers.
Yeah, I watched those two guys. What other builds?
I mean, Tavares has like some good builds every now and then.
I haven't watched any of his stuff in ever.
I
I
think
started
he
watching
got
some,
out of it for a while. I think he's getting back into it.
I started watching some stupid ass video the other day. I clicked on Tavares just to see what he was doing, and he had some video where he was with like Hoovie's Garage and the Wiki Car guys, and they're like, oh, what kind of car did you buy me? And like I watched there like 5 minutes, and I like almost fell asleep.
I couldn't watch it. It was like a.
They
it
tried
was
to
like
do-
a half rate.
They tried to do what's
Top
that?
Gear.
Yeah,
It
Top
was like a
Gear.
half-rate
They're
Top
all three of them standing there like all
and it
penguin,
was
like
well, it was all sponsored by who was it?
probably like Wiki. What's that?
No,
Car Tempest.
The Car Tempest. Yeah,
Yeah.
Auto Tempest. It's all sponsored by that. I'm like, okay, get through this little series, but I don't think he ever like came back and did anything big. But Tavares started out by just like working on cars and like actually doing like
He's a Florida guy, right?
wrenching. Yeah.
What area of Florida? I'm gonna go move in next to him.
I think he's in like I think that's what his name is from. Tavares or something like that, or Florida.
I thought that was his first name.
I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it.
All right, he's gonna Google it.
Where?
The cop doesn't need Google. He is Google.
I'm gonna consult my.
He's got a special app on his phone when he Googles.
My cop Google.
Yeah, it's called Google. It's special for him. You should look up Crazy House Performance. Dude's got a badass Dakota. Crazy House.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've seen that actually.
Tavares lives in Tavares, Florida. His name's Freddie Hernandez.
Yeah, I've seen the Crazy House one. He's got the Hemi, 3rd gen Hemi, that he just like boosted the living bejesus out of. I think it's got heads on it. It's some sort of 5.7 build. I don't think it's a stock long block. I towed my 5th gen 5.7. I had an F-150 5.0 before. The 5.0 feels sluggish and less in high RPM. The 5.7 feels more snappy around town and towing.
Yeah, I think the transmission on those 5.0s is weird.
No displacement. Oh, I messed it up. I'm not even gonna try.
No displacement for replacement.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the transmission on those 5.0s. My buddy has one, and I like the Coyote platform and everything too. I think that's another great motor. But I think it's the transmission in that one. I drove his, and it drove kind of, I don't know, it felt kind of lazy on the shifts. Like it felt like the old like 3rd gen.
Did it have a 10-speed?
The RL, what is it? This RF65Es or whatever they were in like the 3rd gens.
But you can get those F-150s with a 10-speed in it now.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, I think they came out. I think
But yeah,
2018 was the first year for 10-speed. 2018, I believe.
I don't remember what year my buddy's was, but he has the Coyote, and that was like a solid platform. It's a really good truck.
The Yeet Odie. The Yeet Odie. All right, guys. I think we might wrap up the live. We've been going for a hot minute here.
Yeah, I got to get back on patrol.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everybody that contributed. Cops got to get back on patrol. We're going to wrap it up here. So I should be able to get the Hellcoda video update for you guys tomorrow. And got some good updates. So have a good weekend. Have a good night. I'll see you guys on the next video. Cop says peace.
Peace.